Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, children. How are you all?
Good evening, ma'am. Fine, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am. Fine, ma'am. How are
Good
you,
evening,
ma'am?
beta. So, children, you are not sending your work now? Screen is visible to all?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so today we are going to start revision, polynomials revision, okay? And Abhinav, I will share your doubts after the class, beta, okay? Abhinav is there? No, he is not there, okay. So, Dharya, what do you mean by quadratic polynomial, beta?
Ma'am, a polynomial in the form ax square plus bx plus c.
Yes. So, quadratic polynomial means having highest degree 2. Right, beta? So, standard or you can say general quadratic polynomial, you will represent it as px is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. Okay. Where a, b, c are real numbers. What are they? Real numbers. And value of a should not be equal to 0. Because if value of a will be 0, then it will become a linear polynomial. Clear,
Okay,
madam?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So this is a quadratic polynomial, children. So there will be, it has highest power 2. So number of zeros will be 2 only. How many zeros? 2. Zeros
Two.
means the value of x. The values of x. Or you can say solution. Right? Or roots. In quadratic equation, we call it as roots. So when this polynomial is equal to 0, means ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, it becomes quadratic equation. Got it now? What is quadratic polynomial and what is quadratic equation?
Yes, ma'am.
In equation, it should be equal to 0, but in polynomial, it will not equal to 0. Okay. Now, next is after it. What you have to see, here zeros are there. We are talking about the zeros because we are having the polynomial. So ax square plus bx is
Ma'am, I can't hear you, ma'am.
yes, beta.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Subuk, you are saying something?
No, ma'am, it was me, ma'am. I
Okay,
couldn't
okay.
hear you.
See, beta, px is equal to. So we are talking about the polynomial. So you will find. Suppose if you have given a graph like this is your positive x-axis, negative x-axis, positive y-axis, and negative y-axis. So whenever you have given graph like this, okay, and you have to write number of zeros, this type of questions can be asked in your board exams. So children, what you have to check, you have where you have given y is equal to px. So it means polynomial is in functions of x, is in variable of x. So you will check your x-axis only where it intersects, where the curve intersects x-axis. So children, tell me at how many places it intersects? At how
Four.
many points? 4.
Four
So
times.
it means the given curve has number of zeros 4. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Moksha, Dhairya, Sumukh,
Yes, ma'am.
Rizwana, Sudhamshu, Siddhishri, Meher, Puriya.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, beta. Now next is yes, Sudhamshu. Tell me, beta, if you have given x is equal to py, right? Then tell me the number of zeros. I have changed. X is equal to py, I have written. Sudhamshu?
Yeah, 4. X equals 4.
See, count 1. Say polynomial is in terms of y. So you need to check your y-axis. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, number of zeros are 4. Clear? Yes, Moksha.
Yes, ma'am.
Moksha, please tell me number of zeros when function is equal to y is equal to px.
1, ma'am.
1. Yes, very good. 1, 0. Rizwana,
Yes, ma'am.
better tell me the number of zeros.
Ma'am, zeros, ma'am.
Yes, 0. Because it is not intersecting x-axis. That's why. So you will write no zeros. Okay? So number of zeros are 0. Good, beta. Sumukh,
Yes, ma'am.
tell me the number of zeros. Y is equal to fx.
Ma'am, 10.
Yes, beta?
Ma'am, 10.
Yes, 1, 0. Very good. So I guess you all have understood this thing. How you will identify the number of zeros?
Yes, ma'am.
And children, suppose if you have given the zeros, suppose x is equal to a and x is equal to b. Are the zeros of the polynomial? Are the zeros of the polynomial? Then form a quadratic polynomial. How you will form? Any idea? See, x is equal to a and x is equal to b are the zeros. It means that x minus a and x minus b are the factors. Is it clear? Am I clear, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
These are the factors. So multiply both x minus a and x minus b. So you will get x square minus a plus b into x plus ab. So this is the required polynomial. Or you have derived a formula also. When if zeros are given, if zeros are given, then the formula for forming a quadratic polynomial is x square minus sum of the zeros into x plus product of the zeros plus product of the zeros. Understood, children? See here, we have two zeros, right? X is equal to A and X is equal to B. So we have formed a polynomial x square minus A plus B into X plus AB. Understood this thing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So form a quadratic polynomial. It should be k times. Form a quadratic polynomial if sum of the zeros is root 3 and product is 5. So form a quadratic polynomial. Moksha,
Ma'am, x square minus root 3x plus 5.
yes, very good. Quadratic polynomial, it will be x square minus k times x square minus root 3x plus 5, right? And you will write when k is equal to 1, then it will be x square minus root 3x plus 5. Okay, children, understood this thing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now there you tell. If zeros are root 3 and root 5,
Okay, ma'am.
then form a quadratic polynomial. Tell me, beta.
One minute.
Ma'am, what was the question? Can you once again repeat?
Yes, Sumo? Dharya?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me, beta. How we
Uh,
will form a polynomial?
Ma'am, we need to find the sum of the zeros and product
Yes,
of
so
the
sum
zeros.
of the zeros will be?
Root 3 plus root 5.
Yes. And then product will be?
Root
What, ma'am?
15.
Yeah, root 15.
Yes. Root 3 into root 5 is root 15. Very good. Now polynomial will be, beta?
Ma'am,
It will be k times.
x square minus,
Sum of the zeros means root
yeah,
3 plus root
root
5
3.
into x, right?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Then
And then plus,
plus root 15.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Good. Now, children, after this, these are the important questions, children, what we are doing in the class. Because these type of questions will come in, definitely will come in your MCQs. Okay. And even they can ask you also that if 1 is the zero of,
Ma'am, would they give in the 2-marker questions?
yes, beta?
Would they give in the 2-marker questions?
Yes. So if 1 is the zero of px, polynomial is given that kx square minus 4x plus 1. Then find the value of k. So how you will solve, children? Any idea?
Ma'am, we will put the
Ma'am,
x
first we
value
should,
as 1.
ma'am,
Yes.
first we should,
Yes, Sumo?
ma'am, first we should keep the values in ABC manner.
Yes. But this is a MCQ only. Okay, beta. So no need to write, mention the values. As 1 is the 0, it means it will satisfy. So what you
Yes,
will
ma'am.
write? Yes, you will do
K is
correct.
equal to 1.
Because this is the MC, this will come in MCQ. So P1 will be equal to 0. Because as this is the 0. So put value of x is equal to 1. in given px. Clear? Then p1 will be equal to k minus 4 plus 1 will be equal to 0. Right, beta? So k minus 3 will be equal to 0. Fine?
K is
Then
equal to
value of
3.
k will be 3. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
It will be 3.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Understood, children?
Yes, ma'am.
May I give you a question?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So now children solve this. If 2 is the 0 of the 0 of px, kx square minus 4k x, sorry, minus 4x plus 1. Then find the value of k. Solve it, children. Tell me the value. Hurry up.
Ma'am, 1 minute. K is equal to 2.
K is equal to 2. Good. K is equal to 2.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, minus 2.
Ma'am, they gave minus 4 in the question, na, ma'am.
Yes, minus 4, no?
So the answer would be K is equal to 2.
Yes, children, see here. So P2 will be equal to 0, right? So it will be K into 2 square minus 4 into 2 plus 1 will be equal to 0, right? So 4K minus 8 plus 1 is equal to 0. All have got the same.
Yes, ma'am.
Then 4K will be equal to 7. And value of K will be 7 by 4. Right?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I took the 0
Understood?
as alpha plus beta, so minus b
Yes.
by a is equal to 2. So,
Okay, Sumuk, Sudhamshu, Siddhishri, Rizwana, Meher, Moksha, Huria, Dharya, Aryan. Understood, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, understood.
Yes, ma'am.
Children, kindly solve all the questions because we are doing revision for you people only, beta.
ma'am, can't we solve in this method? Like you told, one of the zeros of p of x is 2, so alpha plus beta is equal to 2.
Ma'am, I think here k is equals to minus 7 by 4.
Minus 7, why, beta? See, minus 8 plus 1 will be minus 7, 4K minus 7.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then when you are transposing the 7 to right hand side, it will get plus sign. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So children, now next is sum of the zeros. Let alpha and beta, because this is a quadratic polynomial. So two zeros would be there. So let alpha and beta, any arbitrary constants, which represents zeros. So alpha and beta be the two zeros. Okay. So the sum, it means sum of zeros, will be equal to minus b by a. And product of zeros will be C by A. Clear, beta? This is the formula.
Yes, ma'am.
Now suppose if you have given if zeros of polynomial x square plus 4x plus 2a are reciprocal to each other. Reciprocal to each other. Then find value of A. Yes, Rizwana. Am I audible, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
So any idea, beta, what we have to let here? Because zeros are given reciprocal to each other.
Ma'am, reciprocal means alpha plus 1 by alpha.
Yes, yes, yes. See, beta, in case of reciprocal, if you have given this word reciprocal, then you have to suppose let alpha and 1 upon alpha be the zeros. Got it? And in this case, reciprocal, you always have to find product of the zeros. Fine? So you have given this polynomial x square plus 4x plus 2a. So now compare it with standard polynomial. So value of a will be, because our standard polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c. So here coefficient of x square is 1. Here is a. So value of a is 1. Here coefficient of x is b and here is 4. So you will write value of b as then plus c constant term. So value of c will be 2. Got it, beta? So now find product of zeros. So it will be c upon a, right? According
Ma'am,
to the
2a.
formula.
Product of zeros will be
Yes. So
1 is
alpha
equal to
into
2a.
1 upon alpha will be equal to c is 2a upon 1. Alpha alpha cancel. Then 1 will be equal to 2a. So
A
this
is equals to 1 by
implies,
2.
yes, the value of a will be 1. Got it, beta? All have understood?
Ma'am.
And suppose if they are asking that if the zeros of the given polynomial are opposite to each other. Opposite means one is alpha, then second one will be minus alpha. Okay, beta? If opposite word comes, it means it will be minus. So you will use sum of the zeros. Please note this, hurry up.
Noted.
Done? Beta, my speed is little bit high because I have to cover this chapter, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
May I proceed to next?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now suppose they will ask you that if alpha and beta be the zeros, of polynomial 2x square plus 5x plus k. Satisfying the relation. Change this question. Just wait. If alpha and beta be the zeros of this, here is 2. Then find the value of alpha square plus beta square plus alpha beta.
Ma'am, I think first we should factorize the quadratic equation.
Yes, you can factorize the quadratic equation. There are two methods for solving it. One is you can factorize it. Second is you can use sum of the zeros and product of the zeros also. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Dharya,
Yes, ma'am.
tell me beta sum of the zeros. Sum of the
Minute.
zeros. Yes, minus b by a. So tell me what it will be.
Ma'am, minus 5 by 2, ma'am.
Yes, minus 5 by 2. Meher, Meher,
Yeah.
product of the zeros.
I'm C by A.
Meher,
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
beta tell me product of the zeros.
Ma'am, C by A.
C by a. Then it will be 2 by 2. So 1, right? So children, see here. We have to find alpha square plus beta square plus alpha beta. But we have only alpha plus beta. See here. That is minus 5 by 2. So what we can do? We want in square. So we will squaring both sides. So alpha plus beta whole square will be equal to minus 5 by 2 whole square. Now open the identity. Alpha square plus beta square plus 2 alpha beta is equal to 25 by 4. Is it clear? Now we want alpha square plus
Ma'am,
beta
alpha
square.
square plus beta square is equal
So
to 17 by 4.
24 by 2 minus 2 alpha beta. Alpha beta is 1. So 25 by 4 minus 2. So take the LCM 4. So 25 minus 8. It will be 17 by 4, right? And then plus alpha beta. Here is 1.
Ma'am, alpha square plus beta square is equal to alpha. Oh, okay, ma'am.
Fine. So now take the LCM. So it will be 21 by 4. This is the answer. Understood, children? All have understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Children, may I proceed to next question?
Yes, ma'am.
Now next is this type of questions I saw so many times. The number of polynomials having zeros -3 and -5 is. So options are 1, B option is 2, C option is 3, and D option is infinitely many, or you can say more than 3.
Ma'am, D.
Yes, beta?
Ma'am, I think D.
Ma'am, D.
How, beta? Sudhamshu? Huria? Aryan? Aryan, don't show me the thumbs up. I want the answer.
I'm still doing, ma'am. 1 minute.
Hmm?
Still doing, ma'am. 1 minute.
Okay.
Ma'am, what is option D, ma'am? More than 3.
Yes, beta?
Oh, what is D, ma'am? Option D?
More than 3.
Okay.
How, beta? See here, children. With these two zeros, you can form a polynomial, right?
Yes,
Sum
ma'am.
will be -8
Yes,
and
ma'am.
product will be
Minus
15, right?
C15.
So you can form a quadratic polynomial like this. X square plus 8x plus 15, right?
Yes.
So there may be so many values of x, na?
Yes, ma'am.
It will depend the factors of x of this only. Now, according to this only, we will get this quadratic polynomial. So, k can have so many values, right, beta?
Yes.
So, more than 3 variables, 3 polynomials can have the zeros. Clear?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So, more than 3. So, children, today I am going to share a worksheet on polynomial only. You need to solve that worksheet and share with me. Fine? Because your exams are going on only. If you will not do the practice, then how you will get the good marks, children? So you all have understood what we have done in the class? Firstly, you have to read the graph carefully that how many zeros are there. Okay. Sometimes on the graph, values of number 9 is also given. Then you have to write the zeros also, the values of zeros. Okay. because this type of questions already came in case study questions. So you have to form a quadratic polynomial also. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So kindly show me a thumbs up. All have understood. Is there any doubt?
No, ma'am, no doubts.
Okay, beta. Bye bye. We will continue this chapter again tomorrow. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Ma'am, I cannot do the
Bye bye,
worksheet.
beta.
Thank
Bye,
you,
ma'am.
ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Bye bye.
Ma'am,
Yes, beta.
ma'am, I cannot do the worksheet. I have a exam tomorrow.
Uh, which one?
Ma'am, maths and polynomials is like out of portion.
Okay, okay. So which subject exam you are having tomorrow?
Ma'am, social.
Okay. Best of luck, beta. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye bye, children.